Hi. Hello, everybody. How are my dearest degenerates doing today? Hello, Pancakey. Hello, Pancakey. How's it going? How's it going? How are you? How are you today? How are all of my dearest degenerates doing today? Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, and this time I'm pleased to announce that I'm not sleepy. I'm not sleepy this time. And I don't think I'll be sleepy this time. At all. At all. Can you guys hear me though? Can you guys hear me? Do I sound okay? Is the music too loud? Anything? Does it sound good? I need to make sure because I've made many mistakes in the past that I've made many mistakes in the past that have led to a certain that have led to certain unfortunate technical issues. Who barely woke up in time. Good morning. Good morning, Miku Jess. Hello. Well, welcome to this stream where it's kind of well, no, it's not a continuation. What am I saying? It's kind of just we're kind of doing what I was going to do last time, but due to me being too sleepy last time, we kind of didn't really do the horse gotcha and all that. We're going the horse gotcha and all that. We're going to actually do that today, actually. But first we're going to just relax and chat a little bit. And chat a little bit of nonsensical jibber chatter, and then after we'll go into the horse game. I'm determined to at least win one race at least. You sound great. Audio good. I was worried. Actually, before this stream, I was actually kind of messing with the audio a lot because for some reason sometimes I get paranoid from so many technical issues that I've had in past streams. I kind of have like a bit of paranoia now whenever I set up a stream and I have to like check everything like 10 times. Did you stock up on enough Moe points for this stream? I would hope so. I would hope so. I think so. I think. I think my Moe point levels are looking quite fantabulistic. Yeah. Especially because as I as I said on Twitter, I think if because it has been said before, hasn't it? Where clumsy is sexy. Or so being clumsy what okay, my mind is scattering. What is it, what do you call it? I posted on Twitter, yeah, about how I think stuttering in theory is sexy, considering the fact that clumsy in and of itself is sexy, or so they have said, and apparently being clumsy. Actually, now that I think about it, I've made a video on that, haven't I? Yeah, I have actually. I've made a video on how clumsy is really cute and gets you Moe points, and technically, stuttering is a sort of verbal clumsiness in a way. So yeah. I think to answer your question, Pancakey, my Moe points are absolutely stocked up and ready. Now, am I ready? That's another question. As I said, I'm not sleepy today. Actually, I'm very proud. I'm very proud of myself. I actually slept well, but sometimes my mind is a little bit wacky. Yeah. Professor is sexy science confirmed it. I mean, in theory, some might say. I'm not necessarily saying it's fact, but in theory, yeah, I yeah, I always what do you call it? Actually, since we're on the since we're on the topic of cuteness, have you guys seen that have you guys actually perceived and witnessed the short that I uploaded yesterday? Yeah, yeah. I thought it came out pretty cute, and apparently, apparently many people thought so as well, which I'm very happy about. Which I'm very quite happy about. Yeah, yeah. I thought of making that short just because of the fact that, you know, sometimes I find it quite I find it quite what do you call it? Sometimes I find it quite funny, somewhat amusing when someone confuses me for a woman VTuber, which I've made that mistake various times before myself. But yeah, but yeah, I've made that mistake many times before myself. But yeah. But yeah, I thought wouldn't it be so funny if I just made a short where the whole premise of it is I get confused for a woman, and then I hit him with the I'm a boy actually. I thought it came out pretty good. Yeah. Sniffs. Oh, you're talking about the one that I posted on Twitter. Yeah, that one I posted on Twitter. That one I originally posted it on uploaded it on YouTube like a week ago, I think. Yeah. Honestly, that one was kind of a bit of a doozy. I'm not even going to lie. I was just with that one. I was just kind of what if because I've seen some shorts where people are instructed to place their fingers on the screen, and I thought, wouldn't it be so funny if I just if I just did a little bit of sniffies, and yeah. In hindsight, it's quite odd, but but I'm a very odd person. Yeah. You know, I think it goes without saying, but shorts are kind of like the thing that allow me to be kind of a little bit more silly. They don't really have theoretical hypotheticals or scientific jibber jabber. It's kind of more just me being silly, but I enjoy it. Yeah. Oh wait, there was another one after Sniffs. Yeah, I uploaded it yesterday. Miku Jess. Yesterday, like last night. Yeah. It was about it's a new one. Yeah, it's only been up for like 12 hours, I think. I didn't see that short. Oh. Yeah. I think it came out great. Yeah. But how are you guys doing? How are my dearest degenerates doing? Pancakey, Miku Jess, how are you guys doing? Have you been up to any research lately? Oh shoot, posted it 8 days ago. It felt like yesterday. This is dissolving. Now I see the new one. Yeah. You know, it's actually very what is it? You say it felt like yesterday, but sometimes I think it's just kind of what do you call it? I think it's just kind of my 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 in no not my insecurity. What I'm saying, so, sometimes I feel like I take too long to upload something else. So the fact that you say that it felt like yesterday is pretty it's pretty nice, because sometimes I feel I take too long, yeah, to upload something new. But speaking of which, speaking of uploading something new, what is it? There's gonna hopefully, and hopefully I'm not getting too ahead of myself. Hopefully, in about 3 days or so. No, actually, no. I'm not gonna. I've made that mistake before. I'm not going to say 3 days or any days, but that video that I mentioned last stream. The video that I mentioned last stream should be coming out sometime this next week, I think. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. You know, not too much has happened since last stream. I've kind of just been I kind of have just been researching and kind of reaching those breakthroughs and all that. You know, it's actually one thing that I kind of I'll admit, I'll be the first to admit, this next video has taken me a while, but that's mainly because I've sometimes I have the bad habit of that I think I have the answer to something, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't feel right. It feels like I'm overlooking something, you know. And then I have to spend like a whole nother day just researching, and then because something just doesn't feel right about the answer to this question, and then finally I find it. Yeah. Basically, what I'm trying to say is it took me a while to get the answer to this next video. I was doing research on the sexiness of slime girls, but then I had to do dishes, so I'm very wet. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. You came into contact with some of that. You came into contact with some of that H2O. H2O is water, right? Right? Wait, H2O is water, right? Hang on a second. Yeah, okay, it is. Oh, it is, yeah, okay. I do know what water is. I do know the chemical composition of water, okay? But it's just there's so many that you know, sometimes one can sometimes you kind of confuse things with other things. Yeah. Because for a second I was like, wait a minute, H2O is water, right? And not air, right? Yeah. Yeah. But doing research on the sexiness of slime girls. Quite an interesting topic, if I might be so bold as to say. I definitely have. You know, now that I think about it, I haven't actually done a video on slime girls in a while. Actually, what was the last video on slime girls that I did? Wait. There's no way. There's no way that the last video that I made on slime girls was my second video ever, right? Because the only slime girl video that I can think of that I've made is the one where I asked the question of if you could eat a slime girl. Not like that, but like if you could actually like eat it like a meal. But that was like my second video I ever made. that was like 2 years ago. That was like 2 years ago. I don't think I've wait. Wait, now I'm very curious. Now I'm very curious. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I need to look and make sure. And I need to look and verify something. Did I actually have I not made any other slime girl video at all? Wait, no. Throw vibrator, mind break, succubus, femboys, tentacles, taxes, taxes and VTuber paralysis. I haven't. I haven't. That's insane. I actually haven't made a single video on slime girls. That's insane. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are we getting any more monster? Are we getting more monster girl content? Yay. Yeah. I will. Rest assured. I will. I promise. I promise, because this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. After this next video, I probably will make a video on slime. Something, because that's crazy. That's ludicrous that I haven't made a single video since on slime women specifically. Since my second video ever. And I think the last one I made on Monster Girls was about tails and stuff like that. Yeah. But the fact that I haven't made any video on slime girls is insane. I definitely will make. I definitely will. Yes. I definitely will. What is it? I'm sorry that I'm still kind of just mind boggled, kerfuzzled even about that. But yeah, I'll definitely make a video on Monster Girl content. Yeah. Specifically slime girls next time. Not sure what though, but I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. Yeah. What is it? You know, I was actually going to you know what's one thing I would actually this is kind of you know, I was actually kind of my mind is getting scatterbrained again. You know, I was actually for this stream, you know how we're doing the you know how we're just chatting nonsense, and then after we're gonna get to the horse girls. I was actually debating whether or not to I was actually debating on like 3 different things for a stream, and I was almost going to put a poll on a community post, but then in the end I didn't, because I was like, no, but I was going to do that thing last time, might as well do it this time. I was going to maybe, you see, I was kind of considering doing bear with me on this. I was kind of considering as silly as it might sound, an art stream at some point, and I was considering doing an art stream today, but yeah, that didn't happen. because again I just felt, no, I was going to do the horse game and all that last time, might as well do it today. But I was thinking about it. I was thinking about doing an art stream where I just kind of try and what is it, where I just kind of try and draw stuff, you know, and show my very pitiful drawing abilities. Yeah. And I was going to try and draw another self-portrait of myself. I was going to try and draw my model. in one good attempt. But yeah. But yeah, no, that ended up not happening, but it will happen at some point. I can feel it. Slim girls can please you inside and out. However, I have concluded that it's not a good idea to let them inside. They will not want to leave. Oh. That's as someone who kind of doesn't like the idea of another organism, like another living thing, like how do I explain this, like another living sentient thing inside inside of me. Yeah, that sounds terrible. That sounds absolutely atrocious. But at the same time, I can understand why some people would like that. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. It's because I think of like what you're saying, pancakey, and I think of like a tapeworm. I think of like a tapeworm, you know, like a whole creature that's kind of just worked and wiggled its way inside of you, and it's very hard to get it out. And it's very hard for it to leave. I've heard horror stories about those. It scares me. Yeah. Yes, art stream. Yeah. I will do an art stream at some point. Because I really want to just show off my absolutely I'm trying to think of a way to not be so harsh on myself. I will definitely do an art stream to just kind of show off my my attempts at art. Yeah. And who knows, maybe in the future, maybe we could even and who knows, maybe in the future we could even do a hand cam stream where I try and draw stuff. But that's way on into the future, I think. Yeah. You know, it's another thing that also scares me. That has to do kind of with things being inside other things. You know, that has to do with something with that has to do with. You know, it's like another thing that has to do with being inside me that scares me. Not like that. Not like that. I was always as a child afraid of what is it? What do you call it? Ghost possessions and all of that stuff. I was always afraid of that. I was always afraid of that. Just one day, some ghost or some spirit or something might prey on little old me, and then just all of a sudden, you know, all of a sudden, I just, yeah. I don't know. I'm a very fearful being. I'm starting to realize that. And the more you know, the more I actually stream and I get into certain things, I'm starting to realize that I'm a bit of a scaredy cat. I'm a bit of a fearful little being of we must run tests, Professor. I'll choose a small slime, so it'll be like giving you a baby to care. Okay. That's no. No. I thought of that for like a brief second, and no. No. What is it? Yeah, I'm not going to get femboy pregnant with a slime, pancakey. No, that is not happening. I'm not going to get pregnant with a slime. Okay, pancakey, that's not happening. That is not happening. Yeah. Ooh, hand cam. Yeah, that's if I ever get a hand cam in the future. which I'm very tempted to, but at the same time I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. And if you guys, if you lovely degenerates can't tell by now, it takes me a while to actually figure out how to do things. Like I have to research into it quite a bit. Not necessarily because it takes me that long to understand it, but more so because it's just kind of like, But more so because it's just kind of like, I want to know as much as possible about this thing. And yeah. and in the end I research it the most that I can. Actually, like the Discord, for example. Like the Discord, for example. Like the Discord, for example. Oh, actually, you know what else? I actually was able to get a second monitor, actually. Because if you go back to the first what is it, the first Uma Mizumi stream, the first Horsegirl stream, I'm a person that only uses one monitor. That only uses one monitor right now. And it was kind of after that stream that I kind of just thought, you know what, this actually would be a lot easier this would actually be a lot easier and better if I had a second monitor. And so I got one. I actually got a second monitor. And now I just need to actually figure out how it works to actually put it on, to actually connect it and have it work. Which it can't be that hard, right? It can't be that hard. I've seen people even have 4 monitors, 5 monitors even. 6 monitors? No, I think the most monitors I had somebody... I think the most monitors I saw somebody have, and it was absolutely insane, was the, what was it? It was, I think it was 7 monitors. 7 monitors. It was like 4 stacked on top of each other, and then like 3 at the bottom. So it was like 4 mounted monitors and then 3 monitors along the bottom. And realistically, right? What do you need 7 monitors for? Realistically speaking, right? Realistically speaking, from a logistic standpoint, what do you need 7 monitors for? Going on a tangent. That no was so calm yet firm. Yeah, I get that a lot. I get that a lot. But yeah, but no, pancakey. One day professor science demands it. Well, have somebody else do it. Have some other researcher do it. Have some other scientists kind of tune in and get pregnant with the slime. because I don't want to subject myself to that experiment. I mean, well, no, who am I kidding? No. Find some other researcher. I'm sure there's some other researcher that would be willing to do it. I will, however, supervise and study it. But that's about it. What is it? Sometimes you don't realize things about yourself until you try to explain it to someone else. Trust me, I know. Yeah. 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 That's what I'm starting to realize. The more I talk with you guys, the more I'm starting to realize that. the more I'm starting to just realize things about myself, like how, again, I'm starting to realize I'm a very big scaredy cat, a very big fearful little creature. Yay, second monitor, great. Yeah, yeah. Now, I'm going to have to do research on that also, and we'll see how long that takes me to figure out. Probably not that long, right? Like it can't be that difficult, really. If somebody can have 7 monitors, then somehow, I'm pretty sure I can figure out how to set up one extra monitor. Some turn them sideways to reach chat better too. Actually, fun fact: the monitor that I'm actually using right now actually does have that. Technically, the monitor that I'm using right now actually can do that and be turned completely vertical. I've never used it, but it can. It can. And I'm kind of thinking of doing that if I don't have if it turns out I don't have enough room on the desk, then I might do that. Because I'm going to try and see, because I have kind of my desk is kind of a little bit of a mess. So I'm going to try and clean it first. I'm going to try and clean it first and then just kind of figure out, and then just kind of go up from there. And if it turns out I still don't have enough space, then I'll turn it vertically. Yeah, because right now I have a lot of things on my desk. I have a lot of things on my desk. Stuff that kind of doesn't need to be on a desk, but I just kind of have it there because that's its place, you know? Does anybody else have that, where it's just kind of like... Actually, no, I'm sure somebody else has that, but do any of you guys have that? Do any of you guys have that, where it's just you have too many things on your desk that have nothing to do with what you do on your desk, but that's just their place that you kind of have unofficially given them? I have like right now, right? I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at my desk right now. I have four. Well, these are kind of meant to be on a desk, to be fair. I have four VTuber standees on my desk, and then I have like, no, I have a desk mat, obviously, but that's kind of where the things that go on a desk kind of end. Because I also have a bunch of VTuber cards, notebook, 7 markers, 2 comic books, and random stickers, and a measuring tape, 7 pens, and and 2 framed photos of VTubers again that I got with like a bundle or something. So yeah, it's a doozy. I'm going to have to figure out. I'm going to have to find a place for things. Very soon. Hopefully after I upload this next video is when I'll really just dedicate the whole day to just the monitor and all that stuff. Which sounds crazy. But for some reason, sometimes things take me a very long time. Like has anybody else experienced that, where you're just kind of doing something, and then has anybody else had that, where it's just you kind of have wait, I'm losing my train of thought. Has anybody else had that, where You guys aren't gonna believe me. You guys aren't going to believe me. But I was reading the chat. I was reading you guys, my degens. In the moment that I was talking, and I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, never mind. We are not going to talk about that. Because yeah, yeah. My brain completely forgot what I was going to say. But yeah. For hacking. Yes. Oh yeah, the 7 monitors. Yeah. 7 at that point you're like a 7 at that point you're like a security guard watching all the cameras in a building. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, that's literally what it that's literally what it feels like. I don't know. Maybe they wanna play security games. Like, what's a security game? Maybe they want to play Five Nights at Freddy's or something with extra immersion. I don't know. Maybe because realistically, in theory, you could technically, if you wanted, with 7 monitors, just kind of load up black and white security camera footage, or really just any security camera footage, or just put like random like camera footage on every monitor and then just pretend you're a security guard. Why? Because you want to pretend to be a security guard. And since you're not actually a security guard, this is the best way to do it. Anyway, I can only work with 2 screens. I don't know how people can work with more. Yeah, I think the most I would have is like 3. I'm going to be honest, because once it gets to be 4, it gets to be a bit excessive, in my opinion. Like, you don't need 4, right? You don't need 4. Because some people, I understand, have it for like, oh, they'll have Discord on one monitor, and then they'll have another like for streaming so they can see the stream, and then another's like for the game, and then but more than that, what else do you really need? I don't know. It seems that once it gets to be 4, yeah, it seems a tiny little bit excessive. At most I would go 3. Yeah. Too many ongoing science projects. Yes. They're just like a chameleon, and they're just looking at every single screen constantly. They're going, yes, that, yeah, yep. They're just kind of looking, they're just kind of like a chameleon, just kind of focusing on one screen and then another and another. And honestly, if humans could do that, where they could have their eyes like a chameleon and just kind of have one eye go anyway, any other, like if humans could actually have eyes like a chameleon, then yeah, 7 monitors would seem great. Yeah. You could have one monitor with Slime Woman, and then another monitor with Cat Girls or something, and then another one with Bussy, and then another one with Plappies, and then another one with and then another one with Absolute Territory, and another one with thighs, and another one with chest, and another one with back, and you just kind of have a monitor for all of that. Why have tabs for everything when you can have a whole dedicated monitor? Yeah, but you can Velcro the pens to the side of the desk. Huh? I actually never considered that. Actually, Actually, sounds enticing. My proper desk is just a shelf at this point. The laptop stays on the lap desk 24/7 now. Oh, okay, but it's because you have a laptop, right? Yeah, that makes sense though. That makes sense. It's just right now, the desk is just a very low shelf with legs. But there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in a desk being a shelf. There's no shame in that, I would dare say. I have a large cup full of quarters, a polished stone in the shape of an egg, 3 anime figures, 1 real Pokemon card, and 3 fake lewd Pokemon cards of a VTuber friend. Huh. That's actually... Huh. Lewd VTuber Pokemon card, you say? That sounds very, enticing. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. Is it just kind of like... Is it just kind of... No, I'm curious. Is it just kind of, Is it just kind of the VTuber as like a Pokemon, but it's like lewd artwork? Like Rule 34 type of stuff? Enticing. It's very enticing. It's very enticing. I wouldn't mind... No. I was going to say something, but no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Or maybe I will say. I was going to say I wouldn't necessarily mind being turned into a lewd Pokemon artwork for science, purely for science, for scientific research and visual analysis, purely, no other reason. Like I can confidently say, with my glasses off and all, for no other reason other than that, I assure you. Maybe for multiple stream kicks, Twitch, YouTube, so there's 3 screens right there. I mean, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, it would make sense in that case, yeah. I love how it seems like you have a spray bottle nearby to stop yourself from saying certain things. Your self-control is amazing. Okay, no, I don't have a spray bottle, Pancakey. What kind of degenerate do you take me for? No, it's a glass of water. It's a glass of water. But yeah. Imagine if I just had a spray bottle, and every time I was almost close to saying something lewd, I just spray myself. Midstream. I'm just talking and I'm like, I actually wouldn't mind. No, we're not doing that. Just spray myself like, no, bad researcher, no. Ooh, what Pokemon would you want to be? Or would you want to be a trainer? That's a good question. I definitely have more attachment to the actual Pokemons themselves than trainers. So definitely like an actual Pokemon. But which one though? That's a good question. That's a good question. Let me think a little bit more about that. Let me think a little bit more about that because I'm not sure. Because there's so many good Pokemon, and I have so many favorites. I have I like all the evolutions. I like Houndoom. Although, admittedly, if you must know, Actually, fun fact, if you must know, technically my first favorite Pokemon ever, and because of that he's kind of still my favorite to this day, is Houndour. That's technically my favorite Pokemon of all time. I like a lot of other Pokemon, a lot of ghost type Pokemon I've come to realize. I like Wispy, you know. I like that one. I like that one. What's the name? What's the name of that Pokemon that's a ghost dog that kind of looks like Polterpup almost from Luigi's Mansion almost. I don't remember what his name is. I don't remember, but I like him, and then I like Poliwhirl and all that. You know what? We'll say so that I'm not stuck on this question for a long time. Houndour. Houndour or Houndoom, technically, since yeah. I'd love to be a demon dog. Technically, yeah. Houndour, Houndoom, yeah. My lap desk is very small, but my right nightstand is basically another desk. CDs, pill bottles, tissues, pocket knife, nail clippers, a serum, soda, and latest transformer I've been playing with. Oh, like a figure, like a Transformers figure. Or and latest Transformers, or are you talking about like a game? Cause latest Transformers can mean a lot of things. Latest Transformer can mean a lot of things. Also, the lewd cards were of my VTuber friend as a trainer, but is lewd. Oh, Oh, okay. You know, now that I think about it, technically, maybe it being a lewd, maybe being a, okay, no, maybe. Maybe being a trainer also wouldn't be so bad on a Pokemon card. Yeah. What was I talking about? What do you call actually, what was I going on about? Quick, someone draw Professor inspecting a ghost Pokemon, then getting possessed. See, the thought of that sounds terrifying, but visually it sounds riveting. Like it sounds scary to experience, but it sounds enticing to look at. No idea, maybe I'll show up. No idea, maybe I'll show up next Pokemon Smasher Pass. Oh yeah, then, you know, we still have to do that. We still have over 300 Pokemon to get through still, technically. Yeah. Yeah, we still have tons to get through. I don't know when we'll get through them, but we definitely will at some point. We definitely will at some point. Like I said last time, we're gonna have to speed run it because if we actually do it at the pace that we've been going, it could take a year. It could literally take a year. It could literally take a year, and I don't know anybody that actually has taken a year to do Pokemon Smash or Pass. I'll try to draw you as the demon doggo then. That'd be spectacular. That'd be spectacular, and I would greatly appreciate it more than you could ever know. But I remember you saying that. I remember you saying that when the Discord server is up, then it would allow you a place to share it. And it would, because and it definitely would, because I'm thinking of having a what is it? I'm thinking of having a sort of degenerate fan art channel thing. So yeah, you could definitely post it there. I don't have a Twitter art tag actually, because I know some people I know some people share their artworks on Twitter and stuff like that, but I don't have a Twitter art tag technically. I should probably make one now that I think about it. I just have never really given it much thought. And also because I kind of just assumed, I kind of didn't really think people would want to draw me. So you know, I kind of didn't really think, you know, that many people would want to. So I kind of just focused on a lot of other things. And I didn't make a Twitter art tag. But yeah. Yeah, I have so many transformers and model kits. I think I just love using things that shapeshift, hence the slime girls. To be frank, trans. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I understand. I understand what you're saying. Didn't you Mikuchias, didn't you also say that you're into Bionicle and things like that? Didn't you say you're also into Bionicle at one point? I think you said. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn. I could have sworn at one point. Yes, the toys action figures. Dog Boy sorta sounds super cute. Then again, any sorta sounds cute. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. That means a lot. Whenever this is kind of I'm a little somewhat embarrassed to say it, but I shouldn't be, but I kind of am somewhat. But anytime anybody calls me cute or pretty or something like that, yeah, it makes my day. It makes my day. Very much so. It's in part what keeps this researcher going on such tantalizing kerfuffles. Yeah. It's in part what keeps me going on these theoretical hypotheticals. Kind of like what I said on that community post, actually, from like a couple days ago. I don't know. Well, no, you probably have seen it because I posted it on community post, and it was just kind of like to show appreciate and to just kind of like say how much I appreciate all of my dearest degenerates and stuff, because yeah. I kind of mainly because we're in August, and technically by my calculations, 2 years ago this month or so, like around this month, I started I made my first video. And granted, the video wasn't that great, but I made it, and yeah. And now look at where I am now. Now I'm the very thing that I study. No, but yeah. Ooh, Degen Artist Corner. Maybe I'll call it that, actually. Maybe I'll call it that. Degen Artist Corner. Or sorta Degen Artist Corner. Something like that. Yeah. But what was I going on about? Oh yeah, just really quickly, but yeah. Because I said in the community post, it kind of sounded, kind of like, after I looked at the community post, it sounded a little bit more serious than it was supposed to be, but yeah, I kind of never really got praise or appreciation for really anything, so yeah, whenever I get called cute or pretty, or just somebody likes the stuff that I make, it just kind of, it makes my day, and it keeps me going. And it keeps me going, very much so. Dog boy sort of sounds super cute. Then again, oh wait. Wait, I really want to draw you, but I've been distracted drawing other people or things. I just got done sketching a lewd femboy. Oh, okay. 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 I mean, hats off to you. More power. Hats off to you. I'm sure it was quite a tasteful art that you drew. But yeah, understandable though. Very understandable. There's so many things. There's so many amazing things to draw, and so many how do I put it? So many interesting people to draw. Yes, Bionicle was a hyperfixation. I've been meaning to make some videos about it, even. By all means, do it, Miku Jess. By all means, you should do it. I've never really watched Bionicle videos, but I did. The most I've had Wait, hang on, let me get a drink of water. The most I've had, I've kind of seen of Bionicle was kind of, an animation. Or one of the movies. I don't remember which movie it was. But I did watch a Bionicle movie as a child. I did watch a Bionicle movie. There's that. And technically I did have 2 Bionicle figures growing up. That I kind of didn't understand were Bionicle until I got older. I don't know their names. I'm sure they have names, but I don't know their names. It was like I'm going to sound very uncultured, and I apologize. but I had the red Bionicle and like another green Bionicle. I don't know what their names are. I'm very sorry. But yeah. I'm very sorry. I feel like this one VTuber, that also kind of, like, was kind of talking with this other VTuber about Bionicles, and the other VTuber actually did know Bionicle, and the other one said that she liked Bionicle a lot, and that she had a couple figures, and then the other one's like, ooh, which ones? And she's like, the red one. The red one. Yeah. I'm sorry. I wish I could draw. I wish I could draw. I'd have drawn you by now. I can sort of draw geometrical stuff, but not people. Oh yeah, that makes sense. As someone who also can't draw, that makes sense. The most I can do is letters. I can just make very, like, detailed. I kind of also can't draw, but I can draw letters. Like, you know, kind of like very what is it, like calligraphy, kind of that kind of thing. I have and I can kind of just make letters. Just kind of in different ways. Yeah, I'm good at that, but I can't actually draw like people or animals or even really buildings. But yeah. But have me draw a word, and I can go crazy. I can go crazy style when it comes to letters. Like I can do I can do bubble letters and things like that, and a whole bunch of other kinds of letters. Yeah. I don't know. It sounds strange. It sounds strange when I say it, but yeah. Keep trying, never give up. Yeah. Keep trying, Miku Jess. Don't worry, Professor. It'll be your turn soon. Okay. Okay. You see, there's kind of like this. No, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. Nothing bad, but I just kind of thought of something. Because the little emoticon that you decided to include, Pancakey, when you said that, like you didn't need to include that, but you did, and so that kind of immediately, like, you didn't need to include that emoticon, but you did, and because of that, a kind of an image flashed into my head. I remembered a thing. I remembered a thing I saw on Twitter that was just kind of like an artist with like you know, the drawing tablet pen. Well, no, it was kind of like a drawn character with like a drawing tablet pen, and they were just kind of like, and it had the words, "I'm an artist. I have the power to draw you pregnant if I want to. Don't test me," or something like that. It was kind of a reminder that technically artists have the power to draw anybody pregnant, and so artists have a lot of power. That thought kind of came into my head just now. No, I genuinely don't enjoy it. I need to get back to the things I do enjoy, though. I used to do music, but my health isn't up to community band anymore. Oh, you were part of a community band, Miku Jess? What instrument did you play? If I might be so, if you're willing to say, I'm very curious, because I kind of also have attempted. I've made the attempt to get into music like that, like playing an instrument and so on, but it never actually led anywhere, unfortunately. And now I kind of have because I'm very much into, I still am, but I was very into you know, metal and stuff growing up, all the subgenres, and I wanted to play guitar at one point, but it never actually got anywhere, because it never actually went anywhere, and the most I could do was play Iron Man by Black Sabbath. That was it. That was the only thing I could play. And then later on I tried bass guitar, and unfortunately I never actually did anything with that. Unfortunately as well. One day I think I'll one day somebody that needs a guitar, I'll probably give it to them, because yeah. My bionicle lore knowledge comes from YouTuber Pants Hat, and that's not a lot. Oh, Pants Hat, yeah. I've watched a bit of Pants Hat. I've watched a bit of Pants Hat. Back before I even knew what a femboy was, I technically watched Pants Hat. Technically. And it's kind of also through there I kind of got a little bit of exposure to, I guess, femboy memes, I guess. Yeah. I still think about the femboy IHOP video to this day. But hey, nobody knows every detail of every hobby. It's totally fine. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm sure okay, that's good, because I'm sure they have names, and I'm sure they have names, but I kind of just never really bothered to learn the names of Bionicle, mainly because I guess, yeah, technically I wasn't really that into Bionicle, but I did like it. Yeah. I'm taking classes to learn animation. I already have my certificate, but I lack experience and get in my own way. Wait, I'm taking classes to learn animations. I already have my certificate, but I lack experience and get in my own way. Oh, yeah. I hear that I hear that some people can be really good at art, you know, like drawing and all that. But then when it comes to animation, it kind of just, it's a whole nother ballpark, obviously, and that's kind of I've heard a lot of people be very good at art. And then when it comes to animation, they kind of because it's like a whole new thing, they do stumble a lot and stuff. But I'm sure you'll get it, Pancakey. I'm sure you'll get it. You just need more of that experience that right now you say that you lack, but you just need more experience. Don't give up, Pancakey. You got it. You got it. I will give you that slime, babe. I will give you that slime baby, JK, but that is super funny. Yeah. It is true though, you have to admit. It is true though, you have to admit. I have a guitar, but I don't know how to play it. I can only sing. Yeah. I feel like I can kind of somewhat sing. Somewhat. No, what am I? Well, I don't want to sound, what's the word? I don't want to sound like I know what I'm talking about when I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, I would like to think that I can sing somewhat well, but at the same time, I don't know for a fact, so we'll just say that I think I can sing, but yeah. Yeah. We'll just say that I think I can sing. I also have never, and as I was saying, yeah, I kind of never really did much with my guitars, unfortunately. The most, like I said, the most I learned was like how to play Iron Man by Black Sabbath, and that was it. Oh, and that was it. That was literally all I learned. And it's literally because, fun fact about the song Iron Man by Black Sabbath, you literally only need one finger to actually play that song. You literally only need one finger to play that song. Two if you're feeling adventurous. But you technically only need one. I have make your own animation. Me? No, I can't do that. Pancakey probably could though. I trust Pancakey probably could. I played tuba. Takes a lot of air and weighs like 30 pounds. COVID wrecks my lungs. Oh. I'm sorry. I hope your lungs are better now. I hope your lungs are more up to. I was going to say up to date, but that doesn't sound right. I hope your lungs are feeling a lot better and have recovered. Make your chest. No, I kind of have always been fascinated by the tuba, but I obviously never really got to play it because tuba and trumpet and all that is kind of like, I don't know. Like, I guess it seems more daunting somehow. I think picking up any instrument can be daunting, right? But for some reason picking up a tuba sounds way more daunting than picking up a guitar or something, or a ukulele. But yeah, I hope you can play tuba again, Mikuji's. Best way to make an impression. Sing Kickstart My Heart from Motley Crue. Yay, yay, yay. I mean, I didn't I feel like I know that song. I probably definitely know that song. But I just don't know. I feel like I definitely have heard that song because I definitely have heard Motley Crue, you know. That's technically classic heavy metal. Like Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and DL and all that. Van Halen and all that. So I feel like I definitely have listened to it, but I just can't remember how it goes right now. I can't remember how it goes right now. I want to make my own animation, but I always fixate in a single frame because it doesn't look as good as I want it, and at that point I've wasted too much time messing with it. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like so what you're saying, Pancakey, is you focus a little bit too much on the little details. Yeah. I kind of relate with that sentiment. I kind of also focus a little bit too much on the little details. Yeah. I kind of also am guilty of that. Hello, Tib. Hello, Tib. Good to see you. Hello. Hello, Tib. How's it going? We're kind of just chit-chatting and stuff. We've chatted about some nonsense and jibber-jabbered and all of that. Yeah. We're kind of just doing that. We haven't gone into the horse game yet. We will. Probably very soon, actually. But yeah, we just kind of have been conversating in a multitude of topics. Yeah. But do re mi fa la si do. Yeah, the I forget what that's called too. Gosh dang it. Golly gee. I forget what that's called too, but yeah. I just, you know what I just realized? I just realized that the chat froze again. I'm sorry. This whole time I didn't realize that the chat froze again. Oh, anyway, do re mi fa la si do. 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 You know, I forget what the name of that is, but I know it's like an exercise to kind of practice vocals and things like that. I think it's like do re mi fa la si do. Do re mi. I'm not saying it right. Do re mi fa la si do. Yeah, no, I'm not saying it right. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm. Yeah, but the do re mi fa la si do. Yeah. Good. Have you talked about your dilapidated background? My what? My dilapidated background. Oh, this thing. This hallway. This hallway. This hallway right here. Yeah. This is just a hallway in the lab. This is just a normal hallway to me. This is just a normal hallway to me, Tib. Nothing to be afraid of. And sure, it may be a little bit dilapidated, maybe even a little bit, some might say, worse for wear. Maybe some might even say a little bit, atrocious in terms of state. But it's just a hallway, as good as any, in the lab. And down there through that door is my office. But yeah. Yeah. I just decided to conversate with you guys in this hallway today. Wait. Solfeggio. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Do. Okay, hang on. Let me actually try and do this. Do you have to say that, like, the begin? Do you have to go from low to high? I forget. I forget. Do you have to go from low to high when you do the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do? I forget. Don't forget about it. Don't forget about what, Pancake? Don't forget about what? Professor, I feel like you're an escaped SCP. What gives you that idea? What an absolutely loony notion that is. Well, whatever would make you think that. Whatever would make you think that. And not that I'm just some escaped nutcase that just escaped from an asylum or something. Yeah. But yeah. What is it? I'm going to. I feel we should probably get to doing that horse race thing very soon, actually, because we have Mejiro Ryan to actually we have to get Mejiro Ryan, I think her name is, to the finish line. And she's not going to get across that finish line herself. Well, no, she is, but she's not going to get across that finish line without our without our help, without our training or something. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Actually, I have a bit of sad news. I heard that one of the horses that Umemizumi, I heard that one of the horses in Umemizumi, not in Umemizumi, but that, like, the actual real life horse that the Umemizumi horse in the game is based off of, passed away recently. I don't remember which one. I think her name was, like, Grass Wonder, I think. Something like that. Like, the actual horse, passed away. Yeah. Which is unfortunate and lamentable. But, yeah. I heard about it on Twitter. But Professor, wait. Whoa, that's classified data? Yes, that's classified information, Pancakey. Also now the chat in OBS has also froze. Okay. Everything is frozen right now. Yes, it's low to high unless you do it backwards, then it's high to low. I actually remember some choir practice with the solfeggio. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do it one time. And I'm going to try and do it as honestly as possible. Okay. One time. Just because I technically haven't done it right this entire time, and I probably won't do it right this time, but to the best of my ability. Do, do, re, mi, fa, sa, la, fa, sa. Okay, seriously this time. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, wait, ti, do. Yeah, no, I can't. I'm going to have to look up a YouTube tutorial for this or something. I'm going to have to look up a tutorial for this. The hallway needs some paint. What are you talking about? I think it looks very rustic. Bryce, I think it looks very rustic and very eye-catching. It's rustic. It's an antique hallway or something. It's an antique of sorts. Sorta. Ooh, great. More horse racing. Oh yeah, I saw that. Rip Grass Wonder? Yeah. Rest in peace to Grass Wonder. Truly lamentable. Rip in peace. Had a long life for a horse at least? I actually don't know how long Grass Wonder lived for. I just know that they passed away, like not that long ago. Unfortunately. But at least, like you say, at least if Grass Wonder did live a long life for a horse, then that's good, I suppose. I'm sure that horse had a better life than all of us combined. You know what? You're right. You're probably right. We should learn from them. We should learn from them and be more like horse. We should learn from them and be more like horse. I feel like Jack Nicholson shaking his head yes for the song. Yeah. Okay. How about okay, I think it's time that we actually get into the thing that the thumbnail portrays. We're going to do the horse racing now. And the horse gotcha, technically. We're going to do the horse gotcha and the horse racing and try and win at least one race. Hopefully. If we don't, well then I'm a researcher, not a horse racer. But yeah, I think it's about time we actually do the thing that the thumbnail would insinuate. So yeah, let's go and do the horse game. Let's go and try and get Mejiro Ryan, which I think is the horse that we have right now, to the finish line. Let's go. Yeah, okay. Look at that, I actually got it to work this time. Look at that, I actually got it to work this time. Is the game too loud though? Or am I too quiet? I feel like I need to make sure... Wait. I feel like I need to make sure my shots are up to date walking down that hallway. No, you'll be fine, Bryce. You'll be fine. Especially because we're not in that hallway anymore. Now we're in the horse. Now we're in the horse dimension. We're in the horse dimension now. Do re do re mi redo do re mi fa mi redo, etc. I miss choir. Yeah, I was never a part of choir, but yeah. Oh. You just gotta be careful down that hallway. Exactly, Tib. Exactly. You just gotta be a little bit careful. You just have to put simply. You just kind of have to put simply. Have all your senses open when you go down the hallway. Star Trek. Jim, I'm a doctor, not a horse racer. Yes, I'm a researcher, not a horse racer. I knew a professor lives in a pocket dimension. Shh. Be quiet, Pancake. Shh. Keep your voice down, Pancake. Shh. Anyway, we're going to do we're going to do this now. Yeah. I don't remember where exactly we left off on the. Oh, look at that. Okay. As you might notice, I technically did open this game a few times, but I didn't actually make any progress except for 2 days technically. But I'm going, except for 2 days. But I'm going to be honest, I really don't think I made too much of a difference. Like Bryce insinuated, I'm a researcher, not a horse racer. and so even though I played through 2 days, I really don't think it did that much. Yeah. I believe we stopped I believe we stopped after gambling a bit. No, we stopped after Actually, yeah, you might be right. I think we gambled. No, we didn't gamble. There was no monetary transaction to speak of. But we basically did the gacha, and then we tried to do Majid Orion as our horse girl of choice, and we kind of didn't really finish that, and then we just kind of did a little bit more gacha, and then we kind of called it. Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to continue the Majid Orion thing first? Because I think we only have about 3 days of training or something before she actually races. Or do you guys want to do the gacha? Gold ship for the win. I don't know, Bryce. I don't know, but for some reason I think there's a particular horse that kind of captures my attention. And I think her name is Ricefield. I think. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. Free? What's this? Expired exchange points have converted to clovers. Okay. Oh, we have 13,000. Okay, let's do a little bit of gacha. Let's do a little bit of gacha to get warmed up, and then we'll continue the Majid Orion training arc. 10. Give me the horsewomen. Give me the horse specimens. Give me the horse specimens to train. Let's go gambling. Exactly, Teb. Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. Agnes Tachung. Matikane Fukukitaru. You know, actually, have you guys seen the meme about this specific horse girl? This specific horse girl in particular? I kind of have been seeing a lot of memes about this specific horse girl. because she has a very daunting big name, and it's just kind of like I saw a meme where it was like that one meme about like, you know, where like a person's like, "Hey guys," and then it's like, you know, it's this person, and it's like that's not what I'm called. That's not what I'm called. And they just called this horse girl. Oh look, it's I can't say it, but I can't say it, but it was really funny. Oh, what's this? A gold Daiwa Scarlet. It's exactly Tib. exactly Tib. It's like it's yeah. Yeah. We got a gold Daiwa Scarlet. And another one of that horse girl that was trending on Twitter for a little bit because she has a very unique name. Haru Urara. Another Haru Urara. Another Haru Urara. Another Agnes Tachon. A Sakura Bakushino. Another Sakura Bakushino. Another Sakura. Another gold. A gold vodka. I like vodka. I like the character design of vodka. I don't know if I mentioned that last time. I don't know if I mentioned that last time, but I like the character design of vodka. A lot of these horse girls have very, very interesting, very tantalizing character designs. So much so that I think we're gonna shout again. Oh, yes! Oh, yes! I don't know how good that is, but we got gold. Another Mejiro Ryan. That is a mouthful, holy crap. Exactly. Scarlet is a cute one. I agree. And yay Haru. Another Mejiro Ryan. Sakura Bakushin O. Another Matekane Fukukitaru. Another gold Wild Top Gear Vodka. Another gold Wild Top Gear Vodka. Blossom and Learning. Sakura Bakushin No. King of Emeralds. King Halo. And a red stripe gold ship. Ooh. I don't know how good that is, but she's a red stripe gold ship. And she's actually gold. It's not false. It's not clickbait. She's actually gold. Vodka is cute. Plus the drink is good too. I mean I don't drink, but I agree that, but yeah, vodka is very cute. Haru Urara. Bestest prize Haru Urara. El número El Condor pasa. Oh. This is the one that the real horse passed away. Stone piercing blue, gold grass wonder. Wonderful. Sad to say I must take my leave, dear professor. Please tell me the directions to leave. I don't know the anime horses. I don't know the anime horse world very well. Okay. Bye Pancakey. Bye Pancakey. I hope you have a good I hope you have a fantabulistic plaptastic day. You go down the corridor and then take a left, right, and then a right, left, and then keep going, and then left, right, and then jump through the window that you see first, and then another left, right, and then you should make it out. Bye Pancakey. There she is. Exit stage left. Anyway, what do you, I think we'll scout again. We're on a roll. Let's scout again, and get even more tantalizing horse women to someday train. Yes! Another red stripe gold ship. A technology agonist tachon. A get-to-winning ticket. A bestest price haru urara. A down-the-line Mejiro Ryan. And a bestest price haru urara. Another rising fortune Matikana Fuku Kitaru. A blossom and learning Sakura Bakushi no. A bestest price haru urara. And a wall top gear vodka. Wonderful. Wonderful. I think that was pretty good. Oh look, we get a free one. We get a free one. What free one do we get? We get the funny name one. Rising Fortune Matikane Fuku Kitaru. Wonderful. Okay. Should we scout another 10? Or should we get on to racing? I'm going to say, I'm going to say, it seems 10 draws can guarantee a 2-star Horsegirl. Yeah, it definitely does seem that way. Actually, no. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pull cards. Because I know cards are very important in this game as well, somewhat. Actually, no, very much so, but I don't entirely know how they work. But we'll pull some cards as well. A rare Agnes Tachon, Tracing Academy. A rare Tracing Academy Grass Wonder. A rare Tracing City Gold City. No, a rare Tracing Academy Gold City. A rare Tracing Academy Narita Taishin. A rare Tracing Academy Taiki Shuttle. A rare Tracing Academy Tokai Teiyo. A rare Tracing Academy Aoi Kiryuin. A rare Tracing Academy Fine Motion. A rare Tracing Academy Maru Zensky. And a super rare Nothing Escapes the Vice President Air Groove. Groovy. Alright, we'll do one more and then we'll actually get to training Mejiro Ryan to hopefully win a race. We're 3 days away from the race with Mejiro Ryan. Hopefully she wins it. I'm sure I'm sure the training that we gave her will lead her to the finish line. Hopefully, maybe. Rare Tracing Academy Yukono Bijin. Rare Tracing Academy Nishino Flower. Rare Tracing Academy Ines Fujin. Rare Tracing Academy Haru Urara. Rare Tracing Academy Ikuno Dectus. Rare Tracing Academy Tazuna Hayakawa. Rare Tracing Academy Aoi Kiryuin. Rare Tracing Academy Biku Pegasus. Rare Tracing Academy Seiyu Sky. Oh, that's cute. And a super rare Cute plus Cute Mayuno Top Gun. They call her the Top Gun. Anyway, alright, let's get to racing. Enough of this free gambling. Let's get to racing. Resume. We have F's across the board. Will we win? We have F's across the board. Will we win? Okay, well, actually no, we have G. We have. What does G stand for? Has anybody else played this game? What does G stand for? Does that stand for good, or does that stand for something else? Because we have a G plus in stamina, we have a G plus in guts, we have a G plus in wits, but we have an F in power and speed. I don't know. We should probably rest, no? Or maybe not? It says failure 13%. Now see, the problem here is that I'm not good at math or percentages, so I'm not entirely sure what it means by that. Does it mean that there's a 13% chance of failure? Because if so, that's not that much. Speed? Okay, Tib. Speed! Energy went down by 21, friendship with Tokai Teo went up by 7, friendship with Mejiro McQueen, or Lightning McQueen, as I like to say, went up by 7. Marvelous, you've truly shown your passion and enthusiasm for training Ume Mizumi. Have I? I really don't think I have, but I mean, have I? Have I? Oh, I like how her little fan says perfection. That's a very nice, quaint detail. We shall therefore improve the training facilities. I look forward to your future success. Training level up, speed level 2. Oh, look at that! No way, is this muscle fatigue? I suppose it is. Muscle fatigue indeed. Okay. There's a 61% chance of failure if we push her for speed. And there's a 57% chance of failure in stamina. She's good in stamina, but we need power. But there's a 59% chance of failure in power. What actually happens if she fails, though? What actually happens if she fails, though? Does she just not get any points at all? Or what happens, actually? No, we should probably... We have 3 turns left. That's the thing. We need to make this count. My dearest degenerates. My dearest degenerates. My dearest degenerates. What do I do? Go power? Are you sure, Tib? Are you sure? There's a 59% chance. But we only have 3 days left to turn her into a superstar and win the race. Let's do it. I'm not a horse trainer, I'm a researcher. Let's do it. Energy went down by 20, friendship with Super Quick went up by 7. I can barely move. Guess I didn't do a good job taking care of myself. Oh, we're down to 2 turns left, and she has no more energy to speak of. We win with those coin tosses? Oh, okay. Well, I think it goes without saying, but I think Mejiro Rain needs some rest. 1, 2, 1, 2, Ichi, ni. What are you up to, Mejiro Ryan? Oh, sorry, just working on some squats. Understandable, understandable. I too. I slept great last night, so today I'm loaded with energy. I can't sit still. Gotta pour all this energy into these hammies. The hammies. Ugh, I can't stop if you'll excuse me. I gotta keep going. Ichi, ni. Ichi. Mejiro Ryan is brimming with power. Energy recovered by 70. Okay. And thus we get down to the last day. This is it. The last day of training. This is where it all comes down to if she'll win the race. Speed. Okay, she can't fill in anything. Should we do speed or power? I think power. Mainly because she's already level 2 in speed. But she's barely level 1 in power. I'm no mathematician, but from what I understand, 1 is technically greater than... No, 2 is technically greater than 1. From what I understand. From what I understand. So... yeah, we'll do power. Energy went down by 20. Friendship with Tokai Teo went up by 7. Marvelous, you've truly shown your passion and enthusiasm for training Uma Mizumi. We shall therefore improve the training facilities. Power level 2. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And today's the race day. This is it. This is it, gentlemen. Researchers, degenerates, and scientists, and horse racers everywhere. This is what we have been waiting for. Race day. Will our efforts and training pay off? And will Meijiro Ryan win? Races are where the Uma Mizumi shine, placed in the top to get the most skill points and fans. From the second half of June and her junior year, you can enter training in races. Train well and aim for your first place. Depending on how she places your training, can obtain skill points and founds, which are required to participate in big races. You can also obtain freedom item. You can also attain random item. Okay, the make debut is the first race to glory. Uma Mizumi race for the first in a make debut. Okay, attributes. Okay. The track, surface, and distance offers depending on the race. Oh, I've heard about this. About how if you race in a track that's not meant for that specific horse girl, it can mess everything up. Remember skills? I'll try, but it's a lot of information overload, I must admit. There are 5 race grades from pre-open to G1. Okay. Junior year, late June. Okay, so the goal here is to have Meijiro Ryan win. That is the point of this stream. That is the point of this stream. Is to get her to win. Okay, so race. Wait, hang on. We're racing on firm terrain. It's sunny, and full gate 9 runners. Turf medium. Okay. It's finally time for my debut. We've been working hard for this day together. And I'm gonna blast right through the competition with these sculpted hamstrings. Yeah, you hit them with your hammies, Meijiro Ryan. But do you think I'm gonna be okay? My muscles may be ready, but I can feel my mind fading. I'd like to think so, Meijiro Ryan. I'd like to think so. I think you got it, champ. I think you got it. I think you have what it takes to pull off a mesmerizing race. From the anime, some tracks have hill, so that is where power comes into play. Oh, okay. I've actually been kind of meaning to get a little bit into the... I've actually kind of have somewhat been meaning to get into the anime. Somewhat. I'm not going to lie. This is a debut race. I'm sure everyone is here with their own dreams. Anyway, I thought this was gonna happen. Ryan, you're being way too nice. Ines. Everyone has their own reasons for being here, but that doesn't make yours any less important. Your dream isn't just yours anymore. Your trainer and I are here with you, giving our support. Jeez, you guys. You're right, I have people spotting me no matter what, who want me to succeed. Now you've got it, so go out there and flex your heart out. Flex those hammies, Megito Ryan. Go get them and show them what you're made of. Yeah, you know, it makes me feel better knowing that my hard work is for others too. I've got to do this. I have to see it through. Just got to be myself and make my debut. Yeah. Okay, she's starting at number 9. She's starting at number 9. She's starting at number 9. Speed is F, stamina is F, power is F, but guts and wit she's perfectly fine, I think. Okay. Landscape, I guess. Oh look, Megito Ryan is right there in the now loading. That's cute. Okay. This is what it's all been leading up to, so far. Anyway, This is what it's been leading up to so far. And, she's number 9. Yeah, I'm not sure what this means, but let's go. Junior make debut, Tokyo Turf, 2,000 meters. What a presence indeed. Actually, now that I look at this, yeah, what a presence indeed. I wonder who the main character is in this specific race. Come on, Mejiro. You've got this, Mejiro Ryan. Come on, you've got this, Megito Ryan. You look like you're wearing plot armor, so come on, let's do this. Come on, Megito Ryan, you got this. Come on. Come on, Mejiro. She's number 5, okay. She's number 5. She's number 4. Oh, Majiro Ryan is charging up on the outside. She's number 3. Oh, she's number 2. Come on, Majiro. Come on, Majiro Ryan. Yeah. Yes. Majiro Ryan wins the make debut. First. We actually did it. I actually wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, but alright. I forgot to have an idol concert after. or something. Yay, we won. Yeah, we won. Yeah, exactly. We actually won. We got first. We won. She won. Look at her. She won. Ooh. Wonderful. Wonderful. We actually got first. Midget Orion actually got first. Maybe I'm not so... I actually did not know if we were... I actually was not sure if we were actually going to win. I'm going to be completely genuine. I did not know if we were going to win or not. But we did. I'm actually pretty proud of my Jiro Ryan. She did a great job. So how did I do, trainer? I think I moved pretty well out there. You did fantastic, Majiro Ryan. You gave it your all. You put those hammies to work, and you came out on top. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. You ran great. Oh, thank you. You look like an absolute superstar, Majiro Ryan. Now I can finally report some good news to Majiro fan. Grandma expects me to enter classics fast, but at least I can tell her that I made my debut for now. While still far from meeting all her grandmother's expectations, this is a big first step. Thank you too, Inez. It's all because I had your support. Oh, come on, don't worry about me. I'm your trusty sidekick after all. Well, see ya. Oh, where are you going, Inez? I have to get ready for my own debut race, just like you did. I may not be in the Mejiro family, but your roommate has her own humble life. The story will continue tonight when I get back to the dorm. And off she goes. Now it's just the two of us. I feel a little lonely. But you'll always be with me, won't you? Friends forever, right? Sure. Of course. Ooh, first place. I know, right? I know, right, Tib? What a relief. I'm still a newbie, but I'm looking forward to a long relationship. Why'd I say it like that? Why did you say it like that, Meiji? Meiji, a long relationship. That sounds like... Oh gosh. Like we're newlyweds. Please forget what I just said. Anyway, I'll keep doing my best in the next race. I'll need a couple hours to fully forget what you said, but okay. Mejiro Ryan makes it through her debut safely, but her next race will be the true test of her strength. I settle on the Junior Cup as our next goal. She needs to make a name for herself in an early year open race to move on to the classics. Speed went up by 3, power went up by 3, Guts went up by 3, and skill points went up by 30. Friendship with director Akikawa went up by 4. Goal complete. Run in junior mech debut. Hooray! Hooray! "12 turns to reach goal." Okay. We actually did it. We actually won a race. We actually set out to do the thing that it says in the title. We actually did the thing that we set out to do in the title. I got distracted researching something. Tachion's hair ornament is a molecule called indane. It's a chemical used to make other chemicals, including medicine. Her card did have that huge needle. Oh, you're right. It's actually really enticed. Yay! Congrats. Yeah, we actually did it. Meiji Ryan actually won the race in her make debut. Yeah. We actually did the thing that we set out to do in the title. Yeah. That's a very interesting fact. That's a very interesting fact about Tachion's hair ornament. I did not know that. It's actually very knowing that every single one of these horses actually has lore to them due to their actual horse counterpart is quite ludicrous. Quite ludicrous. But anyway, wait. But anyway. Wait. You know what goes great after just winning? You know what goes great after just winning a race? More gambling. More gambling. No. More gambling. Yeah. I think what I think I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is would you guys mind if I played this game a little bit off stream? Because I think I might actually, because I'm already starting to sense that despite this being a gacha game, there's a lot to it. And as a gacha game, it's very grindy. So I kind of do want to play this a little bit off stream. Would you guys, would you, dearest degenerates, mind or no? Anyway, what was I going on about? Oh yeah. Let's get a few more. Let's get a few more horse girls. We got Blossom and Learning Sakura Bakushi no King of Emeralds, King Halo. Bestest Prize Haru Urara, King of Emeralds, King Halo. King of Emeralds, King Halo. Blossom and Learning Sakura Bakushi no Bestest Prize Haru Urara. And a Gold Peak Blue Daiwa Scarlet. Poinsettia Ribbon, Nice Nature. Should we do another? Yeah. Should we do another? Yeah, let's do another. I'm good with it, of course. I played a game by the company Dev. It took me a while to get used to it too. Okay, that's good. That's good because I think I'm going to play this a little. I think I'm going to play this a bit off stream. So that the next time that we decide to do this again, I'll actually have it, like, we'll be a little bit more deeper into the story and that kind of thing. Of course. Okay, okay, okay. I might play it a bit off. I might play it a bit off stream then. Yeah. But down the line, Mejiro Rhyme, Poinsettia Ribbon, Nice Nature, Blossom and Learning, Sakura Bakushi no, Rising Fortune, Madikana Fuku Kitaro, Get to Winning, Winning Ticket, Bestest Price Haru Urara, Get to Winning, Winning Ticket, Blossom and Learning, Sakura Bakushi no, Get to Winning, Winning Ticket. Oh! Thanks for all your support. Feel free to call me Falco. Who's this? New Love Forever, Rainbow, Smart Falcon. Is that good? Is that good? Wow. That was quite an entrance. What is this? It's a 3-star. What is that, like super rare, or is that, what is that? It's rainbow colored though. It's a shiny basically. Ooh, fancy. I know, right? I know, quite fancy indeed. Sparkly Stardom. Huh. Falco, like the Smash character? Isn't that Falcon Punch? Or no, isn't that Captain Falcon, Tib? Aren't you thinking of that one character called Captain Falcon? Yeah. Okay. No. Why not? We do. Wait, actually, hang on. How many? Oh, we have 3,000. 10. That's paid. That's paid. That's one, but that's pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, the bird from. No, the bird from Star Fox. Oh, that one. I haven't thought about that one in a very long time. I haven't thought about that one in ages. In so long. Yeah, but Falco, huh. Rare Trace and Academy Gold City. Rare Trace and Academy Smart Falcon. Rare Trace and Academy Mejiro Palmer. Not related to Mejiro Ryan, I'm assuming. And super rare Marvelous Sunday. Ooh, I like the artwork on that. I like the expression in the artwork on this one. A Marvelous Plan. Rare Trace and Academy Mejiro McQueen. Rare Trace and Academy Matekane Fukukitaru. Rare Trace and Academy El Condor Pasa. Rare Trace and Academy Fuji Keseki. Rare Trace and Academy Daiwa Scarlet. I think there's a Captain Falcon and a Falco, which totally isn't confusing at all. Yeah. It's because you said Smash, and I'm pretty sure Smash, like Smash Brothers, has Captain Falcon. One of them, at least. Super rare Child Initiation Biwa Hayahide. Lovely. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, what does this say? Okay. Oh, this is Air Groove. I just realized this is air crew. I must embody everyone's ideals in physical form. If that means enduring photo shoots, so be it. Man, imagine being everyone's ideal in physical form. Imagine being imagine being peak form to everybody. I'm not sure if that's relatively possible, but okay, you do you, Air Groove. Groovy. Yeah. I think we can. Anyway, wait, there's another one right here. Rudolph. Far out. Let me give you the skinny. There's an item that when you put it on clothes makes you appear super dignified and way cooler instantly, and that is shoulder pads. Shoulder pads? I believe I've heard of them. The fact that they can change your silhouette so drastically is indeed interesting. I mean, in theory, yes. Physically, I mean, in theory, yes. Everyone will look super imposing and intimidating. Yes. Okay. I think. Anyway, I think right now is a good place to call it. I think right now is a good place to call it. We won. We did technically win. We won at least one race. We chit-chatted a bunch of nonsensical jibber-jabber, and I had a good time. I hope all of you had a good time. I appreciate all of you who decided to show up. I'm sorry we didn't get to do too much in this game, but at the same time, if I'm going to let you in on a little secret, my phone that I use for VTubing, is close to dying. So, yeah. So yeah. But I had a good time with all of you. I had a good time with all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me, everybody. It means a lot. It means a lot. We'll definitely play this game more. And I definitely will play this game more off stream. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe the next time we play this game I'll have more wins under my belt. A fun chit-chat and ending on a win. Sounds good to me. Exactly. We chit-chatted. We had some fun times with some cute, amazing horse girls, and ended on a win. And we even pulled a fancy shiny. So I think that's good. Just nice to hang out and talk a bit. Yeah. Exactly, Brace. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll catch you guys, and thank you guys for I keep getting scatterbrained because she keeps talking. She keeps talking, and I'm like, my brain wants to focus on what she's saying, but I'm also trying to focus on like what I'm saying. So basically, thank you everybody for hanging out with me, and have a fantabulistic, plaptastic day, everybody. Have fun and have a good day, sorta, and chat. I had fun. I need to go find some food. I think I need to do that as well. Alright, everybody. Bye. Have a plaptastic, fantabulistic day. Bye, everybody. Bye.